What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are on a fantastic day today. And today we have my 3-year anniversary question and answer for you guys. So I hope you guys are excited for today's video. If you guys are, please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on the notification bell so you guys don't miss on any content to come. I cannot believe I've been on this channel that I have currently for 3 years. I've been on all my channels across 7 or 8 years, but I thought it would be a nice, pleasant evening to come outside and answer some questions for you guys. I really want to thank you guys a lot. Last week, or a couple weeks ago actually now, I wore these shades in a video, and you guys really liked them. 5 or 6 of you made remarks, so I thought I'd bring them back out in a perfect situation this evening. It's very nice weather. It is a little warm, but that's okay. It's like 7:30 or something. But we are going to get into your questions. There's a ton of them. I hope the audio is not too bad. I chose later because the wind isn't as bad, but it could be just if we fell. Luckily, I'm recording this a couple days in advance. I could redo it, but we have like, I think, closer to 50, 60 questions, maybe 70. I don't know. We have a lot. So we are going to get into it, guys. But before we get started, I do want to, first off and foremost, I don't get to ramble very much anymore, so I just thought I would take some time real quick to say I want to thank each and every one of you guys that continues to come back to my videos. I know a lot of you guys have found my channel recently, and I'm really appreciative for each and every one of you that leaves comments on a regular basis and just encouraging that's active in my Discord server to talk to me every day. That stuff is, all the little things are so important, and I really just want to thank each and every one of you who continues to do that on a regular basis. It truly means the world to me, and I wouldn't change it for the world. But we have a lot of questions to get into. I'll talk a little more about the end of my YouTube journey so far towards the end. So we're going to get started with all these questions, guys, and trust me, we have a ton of them. So we are going to start up here at the top from Instagram. Let's start here with the first questions. What airplane haven't you been on that you want to ride on? Pretty much any heavy, really. A350, 787 looks amazing. 777 as well. 767. There's a lot of good options, but mainly any heavy, pretty much. The second question is, which is your favorite Gemini Jets plane? Gemini Jets wise, I really like my American MD-80s that they made, and I have to stick with that answer, not by much, but a couple of my favorites are the United A319 and the new livery, and Southwest Tennessee 1, Colorado 1 are both really good. I mean, there's a lot of good options. I would really have to think about it, but just so I don't completely tank you guys on your other questions, we're going to stick with the American MD-80s. Opinions on military planes from Southwest Air.Lover Flyer. What was it? Military planes, they're cool. I'm a more civil guy. I do really like military stuff though. They're neat, and I think they're very nice, just not necessarily my biggest thing. But military planes are cool. Danny's Aviation YT asks, when did you start Insta? This is gonna surprise a lot of you guys, but actually it was November 2nd or 4th, 2012. I've been on Instagram over half my life. It is crazy how far I've came on Instagram. I'm nearly 14,000 followers on the platform. It's been a really fun ride over these nearly 8 years. It's been insane, but I've done a lot of growing, and it's kind of just grew up with me, if you want to put it that way. Azura.pdf asked, if you were offered any camera for free, what would it be? Currently, the best camera that you could really get right now is the Canon R or whatever it is with the mirrorless. That thing just looks incredible. I recently, when Air Force One came, one of the guys that came from Texas actually had the Canon R. I did get to look at it a little, and it was insane, man. The shutter was so cool. Yeah, definitely a Canon R, but 90D, 80D, Mark 6 II, or 6 Mark II. I mean, there's so many good Canon cameras, and I'm a Canon guy, so I may answer that. Aviation _008 asks, what is your favorite airline? American Airlines, not much to question around here. If you've been a part of if you've followed what I've done over the last many years, you would know that American Airlines is by far my first airline and aircraft you've got to fly on. To what I remember, it was I think it was spring 2013, maybe it was late 2012. I'm sorry, it was so long ago, but it was some of the first planes I flew were Southwest 737, 700, and American Airlines McDonald's MD-80s, of course. But way back when I didn't really remember it, American MD-80s for sure, old Southwest aircraft I'm sure. I'd really have to ask my parents on that one. I know there was some American 757s in there, so a lot of good ones. Okay, Aviation 008 asked again, what is your most memorable flight or plane spotting? American Airlines Flight 267, September 3rd, 2019, Dallas-Fort Worth, Tulsa International Airport. That was the final revenue American Airlines McDonnell-Douglas MD-80 flight into Tulsa. My last flight on MD-80. Special night, a lot of guys there, and it was really nice to get to be a part of something so special like that, and I will forever be grateful for that moment, and I highly doubt that that moment's going to change at all. My buddy Citrus Aviation has a couple questions for us today. I know he asked some on YouTube as well, so we'll be back to him soon enough. He asked, how has YouTube impacted your life? Great question, Citrus. We're gonna go into some real detail on this question. YouTube has been something that I've used for a very long time, over half my life, pretty much since 2011, and I've always somehow, some way used it very consistently. But one thing that's always been with YouTube is the aviation side of things, and especially more so in the last couple of years. Obviously, I've been making content on a regular basis for better side of 2 years now, and it's been it keeps me on a schedule, but not only that, I love interacting with you guys. I love making videos I'm passionate about. It makes my day. Looking forward to, I've been thinking all day about filming this video, so if that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what does. But it's just something that I love to always come back to. I get to talk about what I love. It's such a great way to, especially during these tough times, show off what you're truly passionate about. If you want to make it that way, you can be as creative as you want, as you can use as much freedom as you want. You can literally do anything you really want to, and that's kind of what drives it for me, is the creative side of things plus what I love. Putting both those together on this platform is truly what makes me want to do it every day, and I absolutely love YouTube. It's changed my life for a great side of things, especially when I don't have a lot of topics in real life, or you know, like local stuff that like everybody else does, like sports per se, or I don't know, whatever sort of extracurricular activity at school you want to bring up. But aviation's my biggest deal, and I'm really glad that I have the platform of YouTube to share it. Citrus Aviation also asked, why is American Airlines your favorite airline? Fantastic question, Citrus Aviation. I have a couple ways to answer this for you. First off and foremost, the memories that American Airlines has brought to me is truly something that I cannot not be grateful for, if that makes any sense. It is something that is irreplaceable to me. I absolutely love that I had so many fantastic trips, memories, vacations, going with my parents everywhere on American Airlines. They're my hometown airline, pretty much at Tulsa. They run the show, a big core stone of Tulsa, and it's very special. Obviously, as you know, my favorite aircraft, the McDonnell-Douglas MD-80, tied with American's amazing livery at the time. It was something that just truly brought it together for me, and I always grew up just loving them. And then Dallas as well. I always go to Dallas through connections, and I always see the aircraft regardless of what it is. There's so many Americans. I know a lot of you guys can probably agree with me on this, that pretty much whatever you grow up with is usually going to be your favorite, and that is very true in a sense here with American Airlines. But I love the liveries. I love all the memories I've created with American, and they've just been fantastic to. It's really hard to word, because it's I'm kind of losing train of thought to an extent with how much stuff's going through my head. But American Airlines is just very special to me. I really, like I've said multiple times, just the memories that have been created, all the vacations I've went on, the aircraft and the crews have always been very good. It's just something that has always been real close to me. I've always grown up with it, and just something that will always stick by me. So there's your answer to why American's my favorite. The final Instagram question so far for Citrus Aviation: looking back at your video, say a year ago today, how would you say you've improved? First off and foremost, just giving a crap, really. Back then, yes, I enjoyed it and I did it, but I mean, you know, it's kind of one of those deals. A lot of you guys that play sports especially know this, and I kind of know this from past experience. Kind of going through the motions isn't going to get you very far when you're doing something. Just going and half-a doubling it's not going to get you the farthest in life. This is something that I'll definitely touch on more towards the end of the video, but if you really want to be passionate about something, put all your effort and be good at it, especially, or however you want to word this, enjoy it even, if you want to put it that way. you really need to actually put some effort into it, and going through the motions is not going to cut that in anything whatsoever. So I highly recommend, if you are making videos, or I don't know, spotting or whatever, make sure to make the most of it, do it right, have fun with it, and make it as well produced as possible, regardless of what you're doing, or well done, or however you want to word that. That goes for everything in life, really, but especially aviation for me. But they just improved overall. Just like I said, I really kind of went off about it, but giving a crap's a huge deal. And not only that, but like I've kind of mentioned, I care so much about this, and you know, just trying new things. But not only that, just finding what works for me. I've obviously, the editing's been a huge deal. I've actually started to legitimately edit videos, which has been very helpful. But you know, just giving a crap, trying, and actually editing is the real way how my videos have changed in the last year. 3 fantastic questions, Citrus. I'm very pleased with those. Way to go, my friend. Okay, Ryan asked, favorite way to cook chicken? Fried chicken's my favorite for sure. Dom asks, hi bro, how do you get all the monitors for your plane? Yeah, I'm not gonna really talk about it much more than that. We've already discussed. Liar.aviation asks, how did you get interested in aviation? I'm sure this one will come up a couple times, but I was at my I've kind of answered this in the past, but I'm happy to answer it again. I was at my grandma's house back in the day. I was probably 8 or so. This was 2010, 2011, maybe early 2012, somewhere in that time frame. This all started with YouTube for me in aviation. One day on my recommended, or whatever the homepage was at the time, this really cool aviation video collage just came up, or spotting collage, that is, and it just had all sorts of cool moments. And then it led me on to the model side of things, and that just sparked my interest right there. And I just started. I got my first model, and everything pretty much went up from there. I found aviation through the homepage of YouTube, and that's why they both tie real big to me. If it wouldn't be for YouTube, I wouldn't love aviation as much as I do today. But yeah, I was just looking through it. My interest immediately sparked, and I got on top of it. Great question. Okay, Lutonza fan 101 asks, thoughts on budget airlines? Very neat concept. Really demographic towards a select group of people. To an extent, if you just want to get where you're going and be okay with delays and stuff, budget airlines are for you. But if you're kind of that on-time person and willing to pay the extra buck, definitely budget isn't the way to go. Neat concept for sure. Some of the things they do with deliveries and stuff, very neat. Definitely a very interesting concept for sure. Okay, so Tulsa or Dallas? This is a extremely hard question. I've been pondering my answer to this for a long time, but just because of all the single memories I've had near this area, and just everything growing up here all the time and everything, not by much, I have to go with Tulsa. It is such a unreal experience being here every day, and I'm very happy to be able to be here every day. 777-300ER or 777-200ER? I like the 300, but not by much. What was your best airline experience? Last American MD-80 flight, the captain let me come in the cockpit. That's pretty much seals the deal. Just the amount of how much that American Airlines cared about the American MD-80. They cared about it as much as I did, and it was just truly special to see how passionate they were about the aircraft, and how friendly the crew were, and how excited they were to get to do it one final time. So definitely the last American MD-80 flight. FlyMDM asked, besides the MD-80, what's your favorite chrome plane? 757, easy work, it's very nice, but 767, 737 look very good as well. Delta Flyer HD asked, what is a plane you wish American, Delta, and United had? Each airline can be different. American, A220 or A350, both would look really, really nice. Surprised neither of them have went for it. Delta, man, this was a good question. Man, this is a good question. What plane does Delta not have? 737 NAX would be a cool concept. I would like to see that. United, A330. I mean, there's not much to choose from, honestly. Rarest catch from fly.cia. I've had a lot of good catches. It depends on area. If you want to say Air Force One, yeah, I'm gonna go with Air Force One. That's kind of a very interesting situation. You should do a tier list on all your aircraft you've flown. Great idea. I've considered tier lists in the past. You can definitely expect them to come hopefully sometime this fall. Chris asks, what are your some of your favorite models you've recently bought? 2008 American 757. Was very pleased with my Hawaiian aircraft and my United 787-9. American 767s were good. What else did I buy? I bought a lot recently. I got a couple in my room right now waiting for massive unboxing number 9, which should be coming soon. So lots of good ones for sure. Just making sure I don't miss any. Excited to get, yeah, like I said, it's excited to get some I've gotten in the mail. And then the Sun Country Southwest Tide Pod, and Canyon Blue. Amazing aircraft from Engine. Okay, another question from Chris. How old are you? Common question, 16 and 3/4 right now. My birthday is in September this year for my 17th annual year on this planet. Outer Rim Aviation asks, what is the first plane you have ever flown on? To my knowledge, it would have been a Southwest 737 of sorts, but I'm assuming it was probably, I don't know, maybe an American MD-80. Good question. If I had my parents here, they would probably have a little better idea, but I mean, that one's a great question. Outer Rim also asks, who inspired you to do YouTube? Great question. 2 guys for me, 2 guys. I've got it down to 2 guys pretty much. I mean, yeah, a lot of guys pitched in for sure, but the main 2 guys, Lone Warrior 6 and Gemini Jets 13. If that doesn't say something for you, pretty much long story short, I am a OG here. I've been here for a long time, regardless if it was watching or making content. And those 2 guys had a huge impact on where I am today. And I would not be here without both of them. So I really want to thank both of them for doing what they do. And hopefully I'm inspiring one of you guys. That's one of my biggest goals when I'm making these videos. KLAX.aviator asks, best airline besides American? So I'm going to go off of what I've flown. You definitely, a lot more of you guys that are frequent flyers, non-pandemic time obviously, would probably have a better answer to this. I really enjoyed Delta. I took 6 flights with them in 2019. They were fantastic. Lots of good service. I really enjoyed it. The aircraft were always pretty nice. Keep in mind, 5 of these were regional flights. But Delta had really good service, and I was very pleased with Delta. So I have to say Delta has definitely grown on me a lot, like I've mentioned in the past, and they are a good second to American Airlines. Okay, ID's Aviation asked, in the earlier stages of your channel, did you ever think about quitting YouTube? Yeah, definitely. Let's talk about this a little. So this is one thing that goes with everything. Perseverance and determination is really something that is big time when it comes to making YouTube videos, especially success-wise. Just because of life and stuff, I've been over 3 different channels, and I had multiple hiatuses, and this goes for Instagram too. I've been really pretty good through Instagram. I've only had a couple intermission times. I've always been pretty active for the most part. But on YouTube, obviously this channel started in July of the 3-year anniversary. July 2017, we had a nice little run through 8th grade till about October, and then kind of life happened. I had some other interest shift. And then 2018, I made the channel update. I made one Dallas update. My interest sparked, and I'm just so proud of myself because I literally had like 50 subscribers, and oh, nice. We have a jet right there. I'm just gonna check what it is real quick. Sorry. All the planes usually fly over my house when they're going. All the West Coast stuff in Tulsa and all the north, like Chicago area over. That is actually a Cessna Citation 56XLS. It looks like it's going into Oklahoma City. Irrelevant though. I kind of lost track. Sorry about that. Earlier stages, quitting YouTube. Yeah, like I said, we had the 2017 run, and then 2018. Yeah, I was talking about, I'm just really proud of myself because I had like a really low amount of subscribers, and I really enjoyed it. I remember the summer of 2018, it was so fun. That's when I had my big Instagram run. That's when I gained, I think I gained on the better side of 5,000 followers that year. I just had a determination to enjoy it, and I really did. I made, the videos weren't amazing obviously, but I enjoyed it, and that's what mattered. I enjoyed talking to you guys, I enjoyed watching your stuff, and I'm truly thankful for that, that period in my life, because I'll talk about it more shortly, but in 2019 I kind of had some stuff come up, and then this year I've been very proud of where I've came when it comes to not only my stuff, but just enjoying the passion in general, where it all begins. I've been very proud of how that's been present over the years. Gemini Jets fam asked, what models are you missing for Phoenix? Air Canada Rouge A321. We need American CRJ-900s to be released, but we can't really count that. Missing probably 1 or 2 American A321 Neos. The British Airways 787-9, if that's what they end up flying. Norwegian 787-9, looking to get one soon. Condor 767, I think is what they flew there. Besides that, we are really set. I may be missing a couple here and there, but really set up for Phoenix well. And what day is Phoenix coming? You can expect it. I hope it's going to be late this month. I really haven't got to finish it up. We're just a couple really good days of grinding away from it being ready. Hopefully late August, but it's going to be hopefully within the next 6 to 8 weeks. I'm pretty confident with that. If you could bring American Airlines plane back, what would it be? McDonald's MD-80, very obvious. What would you do if American Airlines goes extinct? It would be very interesting, obviously, since they got very close at their peak to almost 1,000 aircraft in the fleet. But kind of just like what Gemini Jets 13 did for AirTran, just go find the new thing and move on, but they would always have a special place in my heart type deal, I would have to say. What is your H16 3/4? We answered that. Most hated model you have? It's a real toss-up for me because everything really just started to tank for Gemini when they made the American A321 with CFM engines, but just because of how bad of a model it really is, I'm gonna have to go with the American A320 2020 release. That is not much to, you guys probably know what the problems it is. Favorite person in between 100 and 200 subs? Just not to be biased and to leave it alone, I am going to neglect from answering that question just to keep it fair. All you guys are doing awesome and keep it up, guys. I'm very proud of all the videos you guys are making. Okay, Gear Down Aviation asks, what's your next few models you would like to have that you don't have on order already? Good question. Let's see here. There's a couple that are still retail that I want to get. Let me think here. My mind kind of just goes blank when it comes to stuff that I would like to buy. Man, I can't really think of anything right now. I'll definitely bring it up at something, but obviously American CRJ-900 if that were to get announced or something. Philly Boy 12 asked, can you do a model giveaway? Very much considered it. I think for my 2,000 subscribers, I think we're gonna do something. But I just don't like the unfairness of giveaways. But maybe we can do it in a way that makes it more of like a competition or something. I don't know. Probably some competition or something. We'll have something, I promise, guys. He also asked, are you currently in high school or thinking? Are you currently in high school or thinking about going to college? Yes, I'm in high school. I'm going to be a junior this year, and for college, yes, really want to do something with local aviation wise. Leaning towards Oklahoma State right now. I'll definitely keep that. Definitely we'll be talking about that in the future because that will be kind of a big deal for the channel, especially. Do you want to be a pilot one day? Absolutely, yes. What started your love for aviation? I answered that earlier. Are you coming to Atlanta to spot anytime soon? Obviously, I came in December. Pandemic's here, David. Hopefully, we'll see. I'll definitely be sure to let you guys know if I do. CDF Aviation asks, favorite place to spot? Oh, man. I just got Tulsa, Dallas, and Los Angeles on my mind right now. If this was pre-American Mad Dog retirement, definitely would say Dallas. But right now, I really enjoyed Los Angeles the one time I was there. I'm not going to say it by much, but I'm going to have to go with Dallas. But there's so many good places. Aviation.mco asks, most memorable flight and why? Pretty much answered this. American Airlines Flight 267. Aviation Hawaii 07 asks, what is your favorite airline? American Airlines already answered it. Some reputation questions will probably come in here. Opinions on BTV? I'm not very familiar with it, so I'm not really the best to answer that. Question here, do you work for American? No, I do not. If so, what would be your favorite job in the company? Now, if I were to, probably pilot for sure. Keep it up, thank you. Dom's back and he asks, do you like WestJet and Swoop? Yes, they're very cool. Have you ever flown on them and will you get the Y2? I think he means chance to. No, I have not, and it would be epic if I were able to. What is your favorite model? American Airlines McDonald's MD-80. My Gemini 200 one's my absolute favorite, but I really like my JetX polished MD80. Let's see here. How old are you? Already answered it. Will you do a Europe airport in the future? Not Europe right now. Obviously, my collection's not there. I do have exciting news. I'm not going to go into much detail. If you know, you know type deal. But I am planning on doing an international airport by year's end, and I'm very excited about the project. So stay tuned for that. What is your favorite fighter jet in the USAF, US Air Force? I have to go with the F-16s, the Tulsa Vipers. Kind of special to me, just like the MD-80. Aviation 08's back. What is your most expensive model and your most cheapest? Cheapest model, I need the retails. I would just throw out the American 320 because I'm not expecting that one to sell out going forward. Most expensive, probably my Delta CRJ900. This is always a question that's floating about, but definitely probably the Delta CRJ900. That would definitely go for the most. One went for $390 in February. But also some of my other notable ones is my Southwest 737-700 Canyon Blue, or sorry, Heart livery Gemini jet. This is really a tough question. My American MD-80 is obviously extremely rare. A lot of them are very rare. I have a couple other Deltas and Uniteds that are rare. I have a lot of old Americans that are. Let's see here. My British 777-300 is actually pretty rare, but I don't think it would be my rarest. A lot of my Southwest as well. Triple Crown and Maryland. Maryland's very rare. Lots of them. Definitely go check out the collection video if you want to see which ones I have. What made you start YouTube? Another good question again. Just the sense of creation and my love for aviation really just combined. The platform and the topic just made me, I just wanted to share what I love to do and interact with you guys, and that is where we are today. And what is your favorite model and why? I want to go with the Gemini 200 American MD-80. Thing's so special to me. It's my favorite aircraft. I've been on the hunt to get one of those. The scale is beautiful. It's so nice. Perfect model, and it is just amazing. Chase asks, when would you get your YouTube play button? I am determined to get it, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be able to do so. I'm not going to give up on doing it. We'll see. Hopefully the algorithm works in our favor, and hopefully we'll be able to achieve that 100,000 subscriber milestone at some point. It would be fantastic. How did you get the name Redriveraviation? Good question. A lot of you guys asked that. And what got you into streaming flights on FSX? So name Redriveraviation came from as simple as I asked on the question thing when it was brand new in 2017 what my name should be on Instagram. One guy just said Redriveraviation. I just thought it was perfect for region-wise. I live in Oklahoma, but all my favorite stuff is in Dallas, obviously, for the most part. So I just thought the region name was really cool. It sounded nice, and obviously the abbreviation RAs became a prime use lately, especially in the Discord server. Streaming Flight Simulator X. I can't really remember who was streaming it, but I know I watched a lot of videos back in the day. My big guy for Flight Simulator was FSX404, or now known as G-Vade, the pilot. He was a big time top 10 most extreme airport series landings in FSX. That was such a neat concept, man. Missed that, guys. He is actually uploading some actual flights or military simulator stuff, but yeah, I can't really remember, but I know I just saw other people doing it, so I thought I would try it. Finest Aviator, here we go. Are the Psycho AvGeek skits just a cover up for how you really feel about Gemini jets? Let's talk about this one for a minute. So, they are skits. I'm not that dumb, guys, to go do that actually go do that. It's legitimately a skit. But they have a lot of problems and they need to work on them. So I guess how I react, yes, that's skit. I would not do that. I'm more intelligent than that. How I feel about it, yes, pretty much just describes the whole situation. It's that frustrating, and that's what I would do every day if I was a complete idiot. But it's literally a skit, and I do want to touch on this because I know a lot of you guys are asking this question and answer. We might as well. The Psycho AvGeek series is discontinued. We're not going to be making any more Psycho AvGeek series. I've considered spin-off channels a couple times, but I think I want to leave it alone. I liked where it ended, and I know a lot of you guys are fans of it, Now, I know a lot of you guys actually know what a skid is. I can't believe a lot of you guys don't know what a freaking skid is. But I think it's the best move to leave it be, do some actual normal stuff, and just leave the skid part of it alone. So, no, that's not really, I mean, however you want to look at it, but how I react, no, that's an actual skit. How I feel about it, whatever you want to say. And then another question, what is your most expensive model you've bought? I bought just a couple over 100. The American MD-80 I recently got for JetX, that one was over 100. Maryland one was at $96, but my most expensive still to this day, not by much, is the American Airlines Boeing 767-300ER chrome livery with the 80.com winglets. I paid $117 for that in 2013. Still a very rare aircraft, and it's held its value very well. Man, we had a lot of questions, guys. What is the most cheap model you've bought? I think that BA Concorde I got a couple months ago. I think that was $23. Never mind, actually there was a cheaper model. $15 I bought last summer in 2019. 3 Frontier A320 Neos from Waffle Collectibles restocks. I got 3 of them because the deal's really good and they did dividends for rotation purposes. But yeah, the shipping made it like $20. But yeah, Waffle Collectibles restocks some Frontier stuff. What do you do in your life besides aviation stuff? Great question, my man. Really not much. I obviously do a lot of landscaping work for my grandparents, so that's a part of it. And then I like to spend time with my family. I've actually been playing a lot of basketball recently, if you guys see the goal. I've been playing a lot of basketball recently. I've kind of enjoyed that. And kind of not really much else. I talk on this Discord thing a lot, and I used to do a lot of other stuff. I used to have a lot more, or I used to hang out with friends a lot. This is pretty much fall 2019. Used to hang out with friends a lot, and played football last year, obviously, so there you go. I am in the band if I do continue with actual school. I do play the tuba. I also play piano in my spare time, and I do have lessons for that. So, instrument guy, and I do like to keep up with college football stuff here and there. But really recently, no, it's been a lot of aviation stuff. So pretty much just work, aviation, go to bed. Let's see here. Which model airplane maker do you like most after Gemini Jets? Gemini Jets is actually not currently my favorite. They're good, don't get me wrong. There's some good planes they make currently. Besides the recent issues, the last couple weeks, NG still my favorite. I really feel like they're gonna come over this hump. I'll talk about more in the unboxing of the models that have had some issues, but they had they've had a rough month for their June releases, so I'm hoping July's the rebound. We'll have to see. I'll keep you guys informed. But NG's my favorite. But Gemini Jets, NG, and then if you want to throw, I need more Phoenix models, but Aero Classics is okay. Kind of just a handful of mix and match there. What do you think of Cessna? If you guys remember Psycho Wave Geek 3, Cessna's amazing. We still, actually what's really cool is the propellers that they use actually have my last name, Macaulay, M-C-C-A-U-L-E-Y, on the propeller. That's who they're made by, so I thought that was super cool. I don't think it's a actual family deal, but who knows. Come spot at AVP, would love to, hopefully at some point. Least favorite airport? I know a lot of people hate LaGuardia. What was it? To an extent, I have a little bias to kind of get mad at the John F. Kennedy because they literally get all kinds of crap. And LAX, it's so nice, and I've actually been there. But man, if I had to actually hate an airport, though, I'm not the person to hate. I'm gonna have to back out of answering that question. Least favorite airline? Now I have a very good answer for you here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Allegiant. Allegiant's had some issues. They've had a bad reputation. They've kind of had some delays and stuff when I've flown them. I've seen better. So Allegiant's, but Ryanair, I would love to try a Ryanair flight. That would be definitely something to remember. And the least favorite aircraft. I kind of like, oh, no. There is one aircraft particularly that a lot of you guys are going to agree with me on that is an absolute train wreck. And it's the Bombardier Acer D-200, a Mitsubishi or whatever aircraft it is. Absolute train wreck. Whoever designed that thing really needs to rethink it. Dumpster fire to ride in. I do not like the CRJ 200. That thing can go to Roswell and have a good time. A lot of questions, man. Jiminy. Have you ever been to New England? I have not. I would like to be. At least to my knowledge. I don't think I have, though. What is your favorite model? I've already answered that. Have you had elite status in AA? No, but it would be super cool. Really want to get the MasterCard when I'm able to. Favorite snack? I really like chips and queso. That's kind of my... Okay, this is the third round of Q&A questions on Instagram. We are making some progress. We're probably about halfway there. Favorite place to fly? Our favorite plane to fly, the McDonald's Indy 80. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be a thing anymore. And there he goes, the Southwest 737 in the Heart livery. He is going into Chicago O'Hare from Washington, D.C. Reagan Airport. That's for my boy Aviation 18. But yeah, that would be a nice flight to have out of Tulsa. He's a nice little guy. Let's see what his tail number is real quick. Just a little interruption. November 439, uniform November, if you guys were curious. That's Southwest or WN 347 flight number. One daily flight for that flight. Okay, what is your favorite airline to collect? I love collecting American Airlines, so I will stick with that. How would you grow your YouTube and Instagram? YouTube could spend a whole day on answering that question, but really one of the biggest things recently has been search engine optimization, but just making good, nice content, thumbnails being good, and just thinking about what the viewer would want to watch, get your audience retention up. Could go into an article about that, but I don't want this video to be just an hour long, so it probably will be anyways, but that's the brief answer. Instagram, hashtags are key, and just being patient with the platform, posting good stuff, you'll eventually, followers will come in, I can tell you that. But it's really hit or miss, but recently it's been decent. I've been enjoying it. What's your opinion on 2020? Great question, Aviation 2150YT. I borderline about made a video for a mid-year update multiple times. I've really thought about it. I really want to make a video soon about the whole, I'm trying to think of how to word this. I'm not trying to, by any means, make anybody feel in the wrong place when I say this, but the whole incident that happened with races about a month ago, and that's still kind of ongoing. I really want to make a video about that topic, particularly just to address how wrong it is. However, the end-year recap is going to be freaking insane. I have a lot planned for the end-year recap, but man, as of for 2020, wow, it's in good and bad ways. It's been unbelievable. It's been something. I don't know how I'm gonna put words together for it at the end of the year, because we're only just a little over halfway done. But I'm just gonna let the year play out, and then we'll cover everything when it happens. But it's been something. We'll put words together soon enough. Does the Open Adsb app have a monthly fee, or is it a one-time cost thing? Yes, it is a $10 upfront payment, and after you pay that, you have access to it. I could look it up right now and see if any military stuff's flying over. Highly recommend. It's a great. KBUF.planes.spotting asks, did you get the JetBlue NG? Yes, review coming whenever Massive Unboxing 9 happens, so in a couple weeks. But it's Prairie Diecast. I bought it from Prairie Diecast, and UPS guy should be here sometime this week, so it should be in any time. ERB_Preston asks, favorite Gemini Jets model? Yeah, we kind of already touched on that, so I'll leave that. Fly Lynn Spire 2019. You've mentioned in the past that you played football. What position did you play? Slot receiver and kind of a secondary mix to an extent, but mainly cornerback. Didn't really have a big sample size, unfortunately. Where did you get the name? All right, we already answered the first two. Actually, never mind. This second one's kind of different. Will you stream your trip to SNA? Definitely will make content for it if I do come to SNA, yes. United, old or new livery? Great question, Luton's a fan 101. New livery has grown on me so much, man. I absolutely love it. The blue combination, at first I really wasn't a huge fan of it, but after all this kinds of stuff grows on you, and that's just a prime example, man. Such an amazing livery. But overall, new is still my favorite. Lake Models asks, what is your favorite model in your entire collection and why? We've answered the question. Do you still think you'll be collecting models in 15 years time? Great question, and I really do think so. It's something that I'm very passionate about, and I would be very surprised if I let it go for any reason whatsoever. some point I'm going to be the 4-digit models wise, that's just bonkers to think about. I'm already a fourth of the way there, and it's something. It's something else. What is your favorite Boeing aircraft? Boeing 757-200. Favorite military aircraft? The F-16. Like, what is your favorite model? That's kind of a common question. We already answered that question. Okay, Aviation 04, we're finally to the Discord side of things. Aviation 04 sent some questions through Discord, so thank you, my man. Q&A time, baby. What got you into aviation? We kind of talked about that. Does anybody in your family enjoy aviation? Not really. Kind of unfortunate, but I suppose it is what it is. At least we have the internet. Number 3, why Dallas out of all airports? Amazing, memorable ties, such a unique airport. Really just enjoy the American presence and just all the memories and everything that I've had through the airport. So amazing. What is your next airport going to be? Phoenix Sky Harbor will be rolling out within hopefully the month. Let's see here. Number 5, what is involved in the DFW call promotion trip? Yeah, we kind of touched on this. Haven't really got any farther on it, but one of the DFW social media guys reached out to me, and he let me know that he enjoyed the Dallas-Fort Worth airport that I made, and potentially they want to make some upcoming content out of it for their social medias. So we'll see how that goes, but potentially there may be some more involvement in that. I'll keep you guys informed on that. Number 6, where do you plan on flying next year? I just want to fly, man, kind of like I said. Well, I really want to go back to Dallas. It's been too long. I can't do it. I need to go back to Dallas. We'll see. Oh, not the radar. And number 7, can we see your pets?
Okay, so here's my brother's Labrador. His name is Bear. What's up, big man? Oh, okay, there you go. So there's Bear, big man. He's awesome. He's probably my favorite. And then we have the cats that are over here tonight. Sister's name Selection. We have Stellar. This is the son, rather, of this cat. This is Cutie. The rest of the baby cats went off to other places. She's fairly old. He's pretty young, not bad. The other dog we have, his name's Bella, little poodle. She's currently on a 4-wheeler ride with my dad. I'll see if I can get a clip of her or a picture or something for you guys.
All right, on to YouTube. We have about 40 questions here left, guys. Bear with me. I actually think there is about 40. Aaron's Aviation asks, who is your whole family in aviation? No. If not, then who is? I have a lot of friends in the Tulsa area that are, and actually I do have some relatives. Oh, well, it depends on what kind of family you do, but you're talking about. But I do have some uncles that actually own a private jet business, so there's kind of something. Also by Aaron's Aviation, what are the steps in collecting models? In other words, did you start with something other than Gemini jets and NG? Me and Such Aviation will be making a more in-depth video about this very soon. We've kind of both been real busy, so we haven't got to do it yet. But looks like some storms may be trying to develop. Anyways, as of for moon's looking good. I'm getting distracted. I actually started with I had a couple Darrens, not very much. I really started actually with Gemini jets. So we'll be talking about more in depth, but I kind of want to save most of it for that video. But just be patient and be careful with your planes and pick wisely, I guess you could say. When is my birthday? Unfortunately, kind of. It is September 11th, 2003. Very interesting indeed. But I kind of like where it's in the season type deal, where it's placed, I guess you could say, what month and stuff, but not the day. 3 questions from Ty3506. First off, why no more live streams? A good question. I kind of went into this in the channel update that was present a couple months ago, but it just took a lot of time and effort to do them. With the internet and my computer system, it just the overall production just wasn't up to my standard. I wasn't pleased with it, so I decided to discontinue them. Very unfortunate. Hopefully we can get back into it at a later date when possible. Second, what are some of the starter cameras and why? Canon T5 was my starter DSLR, very good. Nikon 3200 I think is really good. There's definitely a lot of good options picture-wise. And third, what is your sorry guys, it got cut off on the let me scroll back up to it. It got cut off on the screenshot. And third, what is your favorite and least favorite airline and aircraft? I've answered all. I've actually answered all those. Least favorite aircraft. Yeah, I've answered everything. And here is my boy SB Aviator. He has said, okay, first off, most important question of all jet setters: do you like airplanes? Do you like to fly? Answer is no and no. Let's see here. Okay, rice cooker. Do you like Collage puffers? I love them. Do you like airplanes? No. Do you like to fly? No. When will I get a girlfriend? I don't know. E. This is not a question, but I wanted to say that your videos, along with all other Abe Geeks, inspired me to start my own aviation videos. I've loved aviation since I was about 4, and I've never thought of ever starting a channel. I do not have any Gemini jets or NG. I do plan to get there. If you give me any suggestions about my videos, that would be very much appreciated. Thank you. I'll check out your channel, Aaron Aviation. Massive kudos to you, dude. You're gonna be what continues the community nice and strong. I'm proud of you, my man. Keep it up. What inspired your name, Redriveraviation? We talked about it. Have you been spotting before? Have you been spotting before you got into collecting, or the other way around? Really, same time for me. My first time I legitimately spotted with my phones and stuff, or old phones, old iPads, whatever, was early. Yeah, I would say spring 2013 was the start, but there may have been one day in 2012, I can't remember exactly, but there were definitely times where I did. But yeah, models started slightly before, but really about the same time. Great question, dude. Really like it. Where do you first begin to like aviation? We did talk about it. Spirit or Allegiant? Spirit. Yeah, would say with that. Okay, Citrus Aviation has returned. What airport you haven't spotted at would you like to spot at? New York John F. Kennedy. I know I kind of just went against them, but they have so much good stuff. Really gotta try it. Lots of good ones though, definitely. Miami, I mean Houston, San Francisco, Salt Lake City, Detroit, or actually I've been to Orlando, can't count that. Did I say Chicago? I hope I didn't say Chicago. I've been to Chicago. Boston. Lots of good stuff. What model do you want that you do not have? We're gonna go off what's released. Oh man. I'm sure I'm missing something. I really want the 2 Dragon Wings normal American MD-80s. They are extremely rare, but I just want to finish off my American MD-81 and 400 collection. So there's some. I really want Southwest Illinois 1 just so I can change the tail and actually have that. I will for sure get back to you on that if I have more, but I'm sure you've listened throughout the videos to stuff I've wanted. Who would win, Tiger Air or American? We all know the real answer. Yes, Tiger Air would win. Okay, more questions. What is your favorite real life aircraft? American MD-80, or MD-80 rather, least favorite, CRJ-200. If you were to become the CEO of Gemini Jets, what would you do to make them better? First things first, I would, me and Gemini Jets 13 have joked about this multiple times on text message. We just came to the agreement that every company needs to quit for the rest of the year. So first off and foremost, I would quit for the rest of the year, and I would start over in 2021 when hopefully things are better. I would quit for the rest of the year. I would first and foremost change whatever glue we're using. I would redo Airbus narrow body molds, the Neo mold, the A330-200, 737. I would go back to all one-piece molds. That would be one thing I would for sure do. Let's see, what else would I do here? I would probably close the Instagram, or new one. Honestly, I maybe keep the new one, the current one. I don't know. I would definitely, as much as a meme as Todd is, Todd's got to go, man. His replies are pitiful. Todd's got to go. I would probably fire Elliot because he's too old. I'm not trying to sit here and be negative, but it was just a little fun sarcasm. Lots of fun stuff to do as the head of Gemini Jets. That's a fantastic question, Chicken Craft. And favorite model store. The only one I've been to is the Las Vegas headquarters for Gemini. Hopefully NG will have one soon so I can do theirs, but I haven't really been to many, so I'm just going to say online retailer. And I'm sorry guys, the sun's kind of peeking back, looks like some western overcast storms have developed back there, so I apologize about that. That's a common theme, but it's fine. The lighting's good enough. Okay. SB Aviator again. 757 is the greatest airplane of all time. Change my mind. I will change your mind because the American Airlines McDonnell MD is the best thing that ever happened to the world. It was a workhorse. It carried many passengers, and it's amazing. DC 980, something to remember. But the 757 is a close second. I will give you that. American MD-80 is the best. Airbus 737. What planes have you been on? Enough. Maybe I'll type it up for you guys. Actually, I'll just put my Flight Radar 24 link in the description. That's every plane I've been on since 2013, but a handful of aircraft types. What is your favorite model? Answered. What do you have to say about Todd? I kind of just talked about Todd. His replies are pitiful. He is a real big time meme. Just throw some pictures up of him. I've made jokes that I've bought him. He needs to be made in 1 to 400 scale. What a meme, and Todd will live forever, man. Interesting stuff with his 3 accounts. And how old am I? 16 3/4. Good questions, Aviation 737. I like it. White Wins. What do you want to do when you're older? Be a pilot, YouTuber, something in the aviation field, maybe a mechanic for American at Tulsa, something in the aviation realms. How did your fan base start? We started at 0 in 2017. We're here. I just want to say big thank you to Ace Aviation for being here all the way. He was literally one of the first subscribers and such a great inspiration. So thank you, dude. Mile High Aviation was also here early, so good stuff. Transit Productions. What is your favorite New York airport? JFK. And what would be a good for a new model? Anything you want, But the Knight A319, Southwest Tennessee 1, Colorado 1, some of those are some good narrow bodies that I have. NG also makes a lot of very good ones if you can find them. May you start doing trip reports? I did 20 trip reports through the course of mid 2018 till earlier this year when I ran out of trip reports. Yes, I've done 20 of them, full playlist. I do want to get back to trip reports, hopefully when the pandemic's over. Maybe we'll do a trip report in my yard or something. Just let me know, guys. Let's be creative during this difficult time we have, obviously. SB Aviator asks, what is your least favorite model? The American A320 2020. Do you have any other interest besides aviation? Great question, Big Elijah. I kind of do. Definitely did previously, not really recently. Aviation in general, who were your inspirations? Answered. Jerry's Aviation YT, what is your first aircraft model? Good question. I do want to say real quick, Such Aviation and me did an interview a handful of months ago, so if you have more questions that may be answered in that, definitely check it out. I've seen a couple repeats, not many, but just a couple, including this one. It was the 2012 release, November 602 Alpha November American Airlines Boeing 757-200. Really love that model. I went into it massive unboxing number 8. I really want to get a replacement for it. Amazing stuff. And what is your name? My name is Connor. Okay, Orlando Aviation HD. How did you get in aviation? We answered. Windy. Yay. Yay. White Wins. What is your favorite airport? I went with Dallas. Yes, I went with Dallas. Or Tulsa. Yeah, I think I went with Tulsa, my bad. For favorite airport. Favorite place to spot out was different. Let's Go Airline 17. Do you have any plans for new airports? Yes, I have. If you made it to this point in the video, I'm just going to tell you guys. I have a handful of airports planned. So if you guys want to quote me when you do the airports, I know there's been a little controversy with other people doing airports that I have as well. I don't care, guys. Just have fun with it. Do your thing, and you can do whatever airport you wish. But as for airports I have planned, Phoenix is going to be soon. I do have 2 airports planned for later this year. I plan to do Spokane, Washington as the bi-monthly update with Pensacola, so those 2 can rotate. It's a cool little airport with some good mainline. And I'm actually going to leave the other 2 as surprises, but I will say I'm finding space Spokane because I am excited about it, but not near as excited as the other 2. But Spokane's coming. If you want to know about the rest of the airports, definitely go join Discord and we talk about it. Okay, a couple more here, guys. Okay, so here is Pacific CY. He's been a real... He's been, actually, let me get a picture of the sunset so I can keep this going. Okay, Pacific CY, here we go. Do you watch videos on trains sometimes? Yes, model trains specifically. One guy that I actually remember, it's gonna be a little embarrassing, guys, but the one guy that I actually do watch train-wise is Thomas Wooden Railway. Did really enjoy watching that stuff back in the day, and that was kind of right before my aviation YouTube stuff happened. But there is one guy, I may just put his thing on the screen, but it's like JPL 2000 whatever. Great guy, really enjoyed his stuff back in the day. Lots of good ones though, lots of good ones. But yeah, I do, yeah, sometimes would be a good word. Well, every couple months I'll pop on my other channel that has all my old subscriptions and kind of see what those guys are up to, if any of them are around still. 2, do you like Collage puffers? Absolutely, you know better. And will you buy a model of one if you like it? I'm definitely going to buy a model at some point. They're very affordable, so expect that review to be coming. Not Discord only, by the way. Number 3, will you do live streams around the winter time this year again? Great question. I would really want to, but just the current situation with the internet especially, I don't want to make you guys sit through that really, if I had to be completely honest with you guys. Maybe, actually, I kind of forgot about this, but I recently got a personal hotspot on my phone. It may be a little better, it may be worth trying. I think the upload's actually really bad, so maybe not. We'll see, hopefully. I'm not sure, I'll let you guys know. We buy Aero Classics Fogger 28 eventually, just for you, dude. Do you think NG models will eventually go in 20 years, go bad in 20 years, kind of like how Gemini jets did? It's kind of interesting because there's really not been such a competition factor when it comes to model airplane retailers, and obviously it mainly started big time in the last 20 years. So, great question. Hopefully not. We will have to see. 6. I teleported Aquafina. Number 7. That's what Blank said. There you go. Okay, we are real close here, guys. What is your dream job? If I just had to be honest, man, I'm really tossed up right now between being a YouTuber and being a pilot. I probably barely have to go with being a pilot, but both would be amazing. What sports do you play? Like what position? We kind of answered that. I don't play any currently anymore. Migs asks, which country have you been outside the U.S.? I was supposed to go to Mexico this year. Unfortunately, I still remain with no international destinations under my belt. How old are you? 16 and 3/4, or whatever you want to call it. I don't care. 4/5, whatever. Why did you choose the airports you do? Good question. Most of them usually have some sort of attachment. I'll kind of go into them. Tulsa, obviously, I live here. I love it. Dallas, American MD-80s, American Airlines. I love the airport. Been through there many times. Albuquerque, I was there. I really liked the concept. It was cool, and I really liked where it was, so I brought that on. Pensacola, was looking for an airport that size, and it turned out well. Aren't I missing an airport? No, I'm in order. I was just trying to stay somewhat in order. Look. Yeah, Reno. I did Reno because it's very similar to the Tulsa board, or you know, in real life, and it worked well. Crap. Dang it, there was another airport. Yes. Storyline, love the concept, it's very neat. Crap, my camera's gonna die. We better get this going here. And what was the other airline? I'm sorry, guys. The other airline was, out of the airport. Orange County. Thought it was neat, and it looks, had some great flights. And then Phoenix, obviously American Hub. I'm very excited about it. Really want to branch out on that side of things. And then Spokane, like I kind of mentioned, good stuff. The rest of the airports, I'll kind of go into it when I start those. I'll make sure to answer that when I do those next ones. Good stuff there. One World Man 2009. My man ACS 777X has 4 questions for us today. Number 1, least favorite flight. I've really enjoyed all my flights. I haven't really had any problems. I'm going to refrain from answering that question. There really hasn't been one that I just haven't enjoyed. The 0 to 200 ones weren't great, but they were definitely doable for 20 minutes. If you spoke to the CEO of NG Models, what would you tell him or her? Or him, her? Keep doing what you do. I'm from June, and keep it up, and get some new molds, definitely. Good stuff from NG.
if you spoke with Elliot, the CEO of Gemini, what would you tell him? Quality control, molds, customer service, social media program. Fix it. What existing 1-400 model that you don't have that you want the most? We kind of went into that. Illinois one would definitely be good. The Dragon Wings American MD-80s. I'm sure there's a lot of them that I'm forgetting right now. Really do want a Japan 789 current Air France A330-200. I did have that one in old livery. That's kind of what I need right now because I still have one left for Dallas. Want my Qantas A380 back. Finally, I do want a Korean 777-300 plane. Really do want that. Henry Aviation asks, what is the worst model airplane you own? American Airlines Airbus A320 2020. I don't know if you guys hear that, but you guys know the answer. And the final statement, let's go Aaron's Aviation. Wow, what a Q&A, guys. That broke at least. Been recording for 1 hour and 5, so really confident this is going to go probably on the good side of 35 minutes at least. Probably 45 minutes or so. It was a nice one, guys. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did enjoy. Thank you guys so much for all the support over the years. It's been very fun to do this. Not just this video for the 3-year anniversary this year. We will be having a 2015 retro themed Dallas update on Friday, so I hope you guys are excited for that. Once again, I do want to go into a couple things before my camera dies. I want to thank you guys very much for all the support over the years. It truly means the world, and I just love making videos for you guys and interacting with you guys. So huge thank you on the from the bottom of my heart for all your guys' support, and there's only going to be great stuff to come. I'm very excited for what the future entails. But if you guys enjoyed the question and answer, definitely comment and let me know. If you have questions for a potential part 2, comment and I'll be sure to answer them, and hopefully the potential part 2 to come. Yeah, guys, I really want to thank you guys very much for all the support over the years. It's been truly surreal to see all your guys' support and everything you guys have. All the enjoyment that I've been brought out with doing YouTube and everything, and it's been very fun to do so. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of exciting stuff to come. I'm really excited for what's to come in the future. This fall period is going to be so much better than last, and we're going to have a lot of fantastic videos to come. Just a little quick channel update. We're going to wrap up July here. In August, we're rolling in. We got the really cool spotting vlog from a couple of weeks ago that will be coming out then. That I'm really excited about. It was a really fun day at Tulsa, and then we're gonna have the normal rotations. Pensacola's board got redone. That's gonna be fun. Get some good stuff coming to Reno and obviously Albuquerque and all the other airports that will be coming. And then hopefully Phoenix. I know you guys are really excited about that. I'm gonna try in my absolute power to get that done. Not sure what the situation is on school right now. Oklahoma City did go starting virtual. I'll make sure to let you guys know when I have an answer to that. Regardless, that's not going to change the schedule really. I'm planning to do 3 uploads a week, and that's how it's going to go is the plan. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you guys can expect videos. And some of them may be on different days. I may have an overflow video here and there, or something may get changed around. I will definitely let you guys know. So if you kindly would consider joining my Discord server so you have all those updates. And if you want to go check out my Instagram for pictures and information on that, you're more than welcome to do so. But the quality of the videos and everything is going to be fantastic. And yeah, I'm sure you guys are about falling asleep watching this. So if you've made it this far, truly thank you so much for sticking around. It really means the world. I hope this taught you guys more about myself and the question of what was my there's one question we had like 5 times. What was my favorite model, I think was the question 5 times. I don't know, but really fun question to answer, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching. A lot of exciting stuff to come. You guys are not going to want to miss it. I'll stop rambling for you guys. If you have any more questions, leave them for part 2 if you guys want to see that, and we will make it happen. But if you guys have any ideas for what you guys want to see video wise that may be a little different, definitely let me know. We can do a trip report in the Chevy Colorado right there, so if you guys want to do that, we can. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.